Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I'm here today with another sneak peek for Diamond Art Club's Black Friday releases coming this Friday, the 29th of November. Today I've got Pumpkins and Sunflowers by Larry Jones for you. And this is a 55.8 centimetre by 63.7 centimetre. So it's a medium, verging towards smaller size kit, I would say, which is nice to have a change. Lots of big kits this year, which I love, but they do take me a while. It's a square diamond kit, and let me just check what else I can tell you about it. We've got 64 colours, and 2 of them are Aurora Borealis and 4 are Fairy Dust Diamonds, and 57,000 diamonds, which, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but the really big kits are double that. So yeah, a little bit on the smaller side. So, as I said, this will be available along with 99 other brand new kits on Black Friday. And it's going to be available at different times for you depending on where you are in Diamond Art Club's rewards tier structure. So if you are a Diamond member in the rewards tier structure and you live on the west coast of the US in the Pacific time zone, you're actually going to get to start on the 28th of November. The kits will go live for you at 9 PM. On the East Coast, it's going to be 12 AM, and here in the UK, it's going to be 5 AM. And if you're in a different time zone, just plug one of those into Google and it's going to tell you when they're available for you. If you are waiting for general access, that's going to be a fair bit later, so it's going to be 7 AM Pacific time, 10 AM Eastern time, or 3 PM UK time. So those are the times to look out for. And having shopped a few Black Fridays at Diamond Art Club before, even with 100 kits coming out, you would be surprised how quickly some of the more popular ones can go. So I do recommend shopping as close as possible to release time. Inside my box, I have got a toolkit. A thank you for your purchase pouch. I never know what to call this. I guess it's an envelope, isn't it? The kit and drills, of course, which I'll take a look at in a moment. And down here in the bottom of the box is my Treasure Quest card. So Treasure Quest cards, or trading cards, whatever you like to call them, these are a recent addition to Diamond Art Club's kits. They come in bronze, silver, gold or black, and that goes up in ascending order of rarity. And you can collect these to claim rewards. So if you follow this link down below, which you probably can't read because it's teeny tiny, which is diamondartclub.com/redeem, you will get to a page that tells you all about the rewards you can claim and what you need to get them. So, you know, a certain amount of bronze cards, a certain amount of gold cards, a certain amount of silver cards, or black cards generally. The black cards are very powerful, hence why I have not seen any yet. You'll scratch off all of these codes and you'll be able to claim really great rewards like big gift cards, or even a custom kit if you manage to collect quite a few of them. So let's take a little look-see at the toolkit. Diamond Art Club toolkits have fairly recently been upgraded. So you'll notice there's not so many items in there now, but the ones that are there are a significant upgrade on what we used to get. There is a little roll of baggies, always helpful to have in your kit. And you have your twist and pick pen. Let me just wait for my camera to focus on that. So this is a more ergonomic pen than your sort of standard kit pens. It's a little bit thicker, not thick, but a little bit thicker, which can be more comfortable. On this end, if you pull off the lid, oh, that one was a bit tight. You have got a tip here. So on this one, it's plastic. This is how they came out originally. They have started phasing in ones with brass tips because sometimes the plastic does wear down a bit quickly. But you get one in each kit, so, you know, hopefully that isn't too much of an issue for you. But either way, the main point of this section is that it has preloaded putty in here. You can see that white in there. So if I twist this quite firmly, you will see the putty starting to move up that chamber. And when it gets to the surface, you're good to go. And this is what you can use to pick up your drills. On the other end, you've got a 4-placer. In here, there is also a 7-placer. So you've got lots of options. This is also refillable. So you can, if you run out, pull this section out and refill it with putty, which they have provided more putty for you here. And some people prefer wax, some people prefer other putty. So any of those should work in here. So it's a very good offering for us. So those little bits are in here. This is the upgraded tray. So it's quite a lot bigger than we used to get. It's got higher sides. I think the old one was maybe around this size. So this is really quite an upgrade, and it's a really nice size tray. It's got a lid, it's got a stopper, and these are stackable. So if you have a few, you can pop them on top of each other. Here are those other bits I mentioned. And I also forgot to mention that until they've transitioned through to the pens coming with the brass tip, you also get this, which won't work on the twist and pick end, but it will work on the other end where there's currently a 4-placer, if that makes sense. So yeah, lots of really useful goodies in the toolkit for you. Next up, here is the thank you for your purchase envelope. Going with envelope. So inside here, you have got tips and tricks at the top. You've got kit contents down here. You have got a link to Diamond Art Club's VIP Facebook group, which you are eligible to join if you have made a purchase directly from Diamond Art Club. Your name on your account and Facebook does need to match. So if they don't, you might need to just pop a message over to customer services. Over here, you have got save 20% on your first app purchase. Very important to know that whatever time of year you are buying from Diamond Art Club, not just at this time of year with Black Friday, you always can save money on the price that you see on the website, because there are always discount codes you can use. If you're watching this video at some point in the future and it's no longer the week of Black Friday, I do have affiliate codes in the description box below if you would like to use them if you've never purchased from Diamond Art Club before. So I have CAT20, which will give you 20% off your first ever purchase, and CAT10, which will give you $10 US off, or the equivalent in your local currency. But if you're watching this video shortly after it's gone live and we still have Black Friday to come, that is likely to be the best discount code of the year. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but based on previous Black Fridays that I've been buying from Diamond Art Club, they're usually very generous with us. At the back here, you also have some step-by-step instructions, just in case this is your first time painting. And here is the sticker sheet. So all of these are pre-cut sticky labels. And on the back here, you've got quite a nice big picture of the artwork. Isn't this a gorgeous painting? It's really, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I guess autumnal. I guess this would be a real sort of harvest time of year, you know, late summer going into the autumn, when you've got the sunflowers and the pumpkin and these other beautiful flowers around. It's really tranquil somehow, I think. Very pretty. And on the inside here, we've got the 64 colours, our sticky labels for storage pots. I really like the way Diamond Art Club does their sticky labels, because I know I can stick these directly on my storage pots. A lot of places, the sticky labels can leave residue on the pots or be really hard to peel off. But these seem to be just the right level of stickiness, where they stay on while you want them to, but they peel off easily. And here are the 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust at the end here. So you've got 2 marked, clearly AB, and Z denotes fairy dust. If you don't know what those kinds of drills are, I will show you the drills in a moment, but ABs have this sort of extra glitzy coating with a sort of oil slick effect. Fairy dust drills have a fairly subtle glitter effect. Very, very pretty. They're my favourites. And there's really quite a range of colours in this painting, aren't there? Which I always love to see. Let's take a look at it. Diamond Art Club canvases come in this dust cover. Keeps your painting nice and neat and tidy, particularly if it encounters any issues in shipping or anything like that. And their canvases have this lovely soft backing. It's called tarpaulin, the material they use for their canvas, and it's got a really luxurious feel to it. Not only is it sort of strokeably smooth on the back, just working with the canvas in general I find to be a really good experience, because it's got the right weight. You know, if you work on an easel like me, if you've got a canvas that's too stiff, it can be really hard to manipulate. This isn't too stiff, it's very malleable, but at the same time it feels sturdy. Here are the colours, and they are very autumnal. I'm in the UK, so we say autumn here. I think a lot of my viewers are in the US, so you probably know it more as fall. But I'm going to go with autumn and autumnal because that's what it is to me. Hope that makes sense. So lots and lots of oranges, which I love. I love diamond painting with bright colours. And then some quite neutral tones. You've got all the yellows of the sunflowers and some lovely blues here. It's going to be super pretty. Before I go through those, I'm going to get this canvas a little more flattened out so I can take a peek at it. So you can roll your Diamond Art Club canvases back on themselves like this, and then they will lie a bit flatter for you. Here it is. It's a little bit crumpled. I'll peel the cover back later to flatten it out more. Wow, I really, really like this. It's so vibrant. I think there's a little bit at the top you can't quite see. There you go. Really pretty. You might see grid lines across the canvas. If you're not familiar with that, and I hope you can actually see them and don't think I'm making things up because it's not very clear in the viewfinder. So Diamond Art Club, a few months back, started producing their canvases, the plastic covers for their canvases with perforated lines making out sections. Let me bring that up so you can definitely see. So they're about 10 centimetres square. And then a later addition was to make those perforations coloured so that you could see them a bit clearer. I've just flattened it out a bit more because the lines where it got a little crumpled in shipping were annoying me. So that's much better. That's tip number 2 for flattening a canvas, is to pull the cover back halfway and then smooth it back down, and do that on the other side too. Or with Diamond Art Club canvases, if you leave it lying out flat, it will also just self-flatten. So yeah, not to worry about that. This painting's really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like, it falls into natural sections. So you're going to have a section here that's all very yellow, and then you're going to have a section here that's very green, and then you've got the whole pumpkin, and then the sky's all beautiful blues and whites. So it's going to feel a little bit like completing different images within an image, I think. The flowers are so pretty, and I think the rendering looks absolutely amazing on them as well. Wow, I think this is definitely one that looks fabulous on the pictures that you see on their page, but it looks even better in real life. I'm really taken with this. Okay, let's go through the drills to see what you will be playing with if you buy this kit. Here they all are. Oh, those oranges and yellows give me such joy. It's a weird thing. I don't particularly love those colours in kind of real life, for want of a better word. They're not colours I'm drawn to, but I love them in diamond paintings. It's a bright colours thing. I can't help it. It's just how I am. Right, let me go through these with you. So first up, there is a bag of 813. Then I've got 469, 319, 3818, 775, lovely baby blue, 3347, 3756, Z3865. So this is the first fairy dust drill, and you can actually see the glitter coating quite well on that with it being a white one. So yeah, really, really pretty. 938, 3346, 740, 2 bags of that one. 3325, Z726, another special drill with a really big fat bag. I think we've got a lot of special drill action in this painting. 919, 157, 947, 3857, and Z741, 2 bags of that. What was I just saying about all the special drills? That is an enormous amount of this one. Next up, I have 937, 986, 301, 3078, 890, 3770, AB3348. Here is the first AB. You can see that lovely oil slick effect coating. Very pretty. That's really catching the light actually. Z3856. Again, not in the small bags, it's right up here with the big boys. 302 bags of AB 973. I can't believe how many special drills are in this kit. 826, 400, 742, 2 bags of that. 920, 2 bags of 310, 606 and 815. That one is so bright and fun. Then I have 772, 647, 3826, 801, 780, 3862, 3772, 472 and 445. And the last strip of drills contains the little bags that just have a very small number of drills in. So I've got 553, 956, 645, 3371, 758, 792, 891, which is almost neon, 333, 165, 712, 797 and 796, very similar colours there, 738, 644, 809, 939, 783, 3819, 976 and 3838. Phew! I don't think I've ever unboxed a kit before where all the special drills were in the bigger bags. This kit is going to be rammed full of special drills. That is going to be special. So now I'm intrigued and I need to find out where those special drills go. So let me have a look at this key. So these are the symbols for the ABs. So I'll look for those first off. So I see plenty of the yellow one in the sunflower. I'm guessing, to be honest, with the amount of them, that anywhere you see that colour, there's going to be some of them. And yeah, that seems to be checking out. I see it amongst all of the yellow flowers in the painting. And flowers are often the kind of thing that special drills use for really good effect to accent. So that makes perfect sense. And then the green one is all through this pumpkin leaf here. And then little bits elsewhere where there's other bits of greenery. And then quite a chunk of it up here and in the pumpkin stalk. And then my fairy dust drills, I saw this in all the same places as the yellow. So yeah, there are those upward arrows for the fairy dust, which was that the one that there were 2 big bags of for the fairy dust? I can't remember now. I think it might have been, and that's everywhere in the yellow sections. Actually, not down there, but loads of it up here. I mean, it's kind of in small sections of blocking even in these flowers. There is so much of it up there and over here. And then I've got an orange one, which has to be, yeah, that tick mark is the symbol, and it's all through here. And then again down here in the other pumpkin. And then this heart is in the same places, I think, because it's here in this pumpkin. And again, it is going through this section. And then lastly, the white one, that's a little bit more accents, I think. Oh, there's a lot of it up in the sky, sort of small sections of colour blocking in the sky. And then it's accents, you know, a few scattered on the stalk, a few built into the flowers, and then doing a little bit of outlining work down here. So yeah, I don't think I have ever had a kit that had quite so many special drills relative to the size of the kit. They've really gone for it with this one. That's fabulous. And just something to bear in mind, because some people really, really love working with special drills and the effect that they have. And other people aren't so keen. So, so now you know that this is definitely a kit that is heavy on them. Right, I'm going to pan over this now so that you can see it all a bit more up close. So there you have it. Isn't it fabulous? Really, really like this kit a lot. I would say in terms of what it's going to be like to work on, it probably veers more towards confetti. Confetti being the term we use when you're going to be changing the colour of drill in your tray very often, because you don't have large chunks of any particular colour. So, you know, looking at sections like these flowers over here, for example, or down here in the centre of this sunflower, it's very bitty. It's going to be a bit slower going, but you'll get beautiful detail from it. There are some sections of colour blocking, which is the opposite of confetti when you have large blocks of a colour. So there's a little bit down here. There is some pretty much colour blocking in the pumpkin, not large areas, but, you know, sections where you can get your multiplacer out and get through it a bit quicker. A little bit in these flowers, I would say, with all those fairy dust. And then the sky as well is going to be a bit blocky, work up a bit quicker for you. So it's not a huge kit, but I don't think it's going to be the quickest to get through just because of that confetti. But that's often a natural trade-off, you know. If you have a bigger kit, it might smooth out some of that confetti, but then it's still going to take you longer because it's a bigger kit. And making it smaller just adds to the likelihood of confetti a little bit. But then you still get the beautifully rendered artwork in a slightly smaller size. So that's the trade-off, and I think they've made a good choice here, because this rendering really does look fabulous. So that's everything from me today. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this kit with me. Do drop a comment down below and let me know if this is one that's going to be making it onto your wish list this Black Friday, and also what else you're looking to get. I really love seeing how different all our tastes are and the things we're going for. I'm still refining my list personally of what I would like to pick up this Black Friday. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to Diamond Art Club for sending this over to me. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I would love to have you stick around, so please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye!